Welcome to Tim's TV. News update for May 30th, 2018. What's going on in the country? What's going on in politics? Storms. We're getting a lot of rain all over the country. This is good for crops. Early tropical depression. Everybody's getting upset about it. Truth of the matter is the Earth's climate, this is our weather report, the Earth has been 13 degrees warmer than it is today while the dinosaurs were alive. It's also been more than significantly colder during the time of the Ice Age. So there's a lot of variables in there. So just expect the climate to be different going forward. It's not going to stay the same. The day you were born is not the perfect or average temperature for the planet. Remember, dinosaurs had it 13 degrees warmer. North Pole was glacier free. No ice on the North Pole during the end of the dinosaurs when the meteor hit. Meteor hit, planet froze, turned into basically a gigantic ice cube. It's been melting for 13,000 years. The Earth has been warming for 13,000 years. You might want to plan for that. In addition, when meteors hit, the planet temperature plummets. You might want to plan for that too. So you have to plan for a hot summer and a cold winter. Welcome to planet Earth. Got nothing to do with the internal combustion engine. That's the end of our weather report on Tim's TV today. Now, let's talk about Spygate. Turns out that the Democrats were spying on Donald Trump. They got wiretaps, they got multiple people embedded, and they're framing him for the Russian collusion. Most of the people involved in the Russian collusion investigation were the ones spying on Donald Trump. So if he colluded with Russia, he did it right under their nose, and they didn't find any evidence. Now they're looking for evidence 2 years after the fact that they couldn't find at the time they were embedded, wiretapping him, having at least 3 or more spies in his campaign, and they still came up with no evidence, but they're going to find it. They pretty think it's a political lie. It's becoming self-evident. But let's talk about the real political scandal from 2016. How Hillary Clinton stole the nomination from a Jewish man, Bernie Sanders, and how basically every Democratic senator up for re-election in 2018 conspired with Hillary Clinton and the Russians to steal the nomination from Bernie Sanders, who would have been the first Jewish president in American history. Now, they stole the nomination from Bernie because, well, he didn't have as much money as Hillary, and he was Jewish. So let's take Amy KKK Klobuchar in Minnesota. She stole the nomination from a Jewish man, Bernie Sanders, primarily because of his Jewish heritage and because Hillary paid her off with Russian money. This is not the characteristics we look for in our leaders. In addition, Amy Klobuchar, who is a former Hennepin County prosecutor, is also very... Hennepin County has some racial issues. The police are very aggressive with black people, not white people. She disproportionately prosecuted African Americans as a Hennepin County prosecutor, and these things need to be debated. These things need to be made aware to the Minnesota voter, because you don't want a racist senator like Amy Klobuchar, somebody who, even though Bernie Sanders, a Jewish American, won the state primary 68-32, she went with Hillary Clinton because she's a Gentile and not a Jew. These are horrible things for a United States senator, somebody with that amount of power, to have these views. It's when you think about the racism it takes to have your state go 68% for Bernie Sanders, and you go with the Jewish candidate 68-32. She goes with the 32, the Gentile Hillary Clinton. I mean, if there's any more clear case of racism and anti-Semitism in the last 50 years of American politics, please point it out. But that's what Amy Klobuchar did. She discriminated against Bernie Sanders based upon his Jewish heritage and went with the money and the fact that Hillary Clinton was a female. So she discriminated because he's Jewish. She discriminated against him because he's a man. These are two horrible things in the United States Senate. I'm Tim with Tim's TV. That is a super delegate update for May 2018.